Shares under pressure this morning. The drop coming even though the video game retailer posted better than expected quarterly revenues and a much narrower loss than a year earlier. The meme stock, though, isn't a stranger to huge swings. Its previous quarterly release was followed by a 27% drop during one session. Joining us right now is Anthony Chukumba. He's the managing director at Loop Capital. Good morning to you. I don't know.
Morning.
I don't know. I thought we were going to, I don't know if I thought the earnings were going to be better, but I thought we were going to hear something on this conference call about the future of the company. And I didn't hear much. Jim Cramer was tweeting out about it last night. I heard, that they were going to, increase warehouse space. That's pretty much where we're at.
I mean, that earnings call was shameful. I mean, absolutely, positively shameful. This is a company that is in the midst of this massive turnaround. And what do we get? We get a couple minutes of comments. There's no color whatsoever in terms of the results. There's no color whatsoever in terms of what the strategy is going to be going forward. They don't take any questions whatsoever. It is shameful. It was disrespectful to their shareholders. And it just astounded me, quite frankly.
I don't know where to go after that. I mean, I think the big question for those who are in it, those who are believers, is whether there's a case to be made that this could work out in their favor. I mean, look, I like to think we're all rooting for GameStop. I think you'd want, look, I want all companies to succeed. The question at this point is I think more than anything, a valuation.
The valuation is nonsensical. And at some point, let's just call it what it is. The emperor has no clothes. I know Ryan Cohen, founded Chewy and sold it for $1 gajillion. He's got at least three zeros in his net worth more than I do. But at the end of the day, this is Eddie Lampert with Sears all over again. At some point, we're going to have to come to the realization that the emperor has no clothes. There is no strategy. There's no turning this business around. And it's nonsensical that the valuation is $15 billion.
At this point, is there anything that they could tell you that would change your mind at all? I mean, there's an interesting piece that effectively says, look, this is actually now just a well-funded startup. By the way, there's other well-funded startups out there.
The difference between a startup and GameStop is that startups, their sales grow really, really fast and they lose money, but you can see visibility to them making money. I see none of that with GameStop. Yes, their sales were up because we're really early in a video game console cycle, but this is a razor and a razor blade business, right? You don't really make any money on the consoles. You make money on selling the software, and more gamers are downloading the software. And so the razor blade sales are not going to be there. So to liken this to an internet startup is an insult to internet startups.
Wow. Okay, fair value for GameStop right now. It's trading at $185.
I mean, my last valuation was $10 a share, and I haven't covered the company for quite some time, but there's nothing to make me think that it's worth any more than that. For this stock to have a $15 billion valuation is the dumbest thing I've heard in quite some time.
So you just think all these people, Anthony, I will tell you, I mean, I don't know if you have a Twitter handle because the hate is going to come. You and I actually have a somewhat similar view, though. I'm rooting for the company and that I'd like to see it work. I just don't know how it's going to work. For my money, I've always thought, that Ryan Cohen thought maybe he could take a $10 company and turn it into a $30 or $40 company. I think at $185, it's actually created its own complication for him. I just wonder what you tell the folks who are on Reddit right now, probably watching us, saying, the suits are after us.
Yeah, I mean, look, first off, I'm not on Twitter or Instagram
God bless you.
or really anything. And I've already gotten the death threats, so that's nothing new. What I will tell these people is sell the stock first and ask questions later. Look, I know it's very exciting, to the moon, diamond hands, all that type of stuff, but that's not how stocks work, okay? In the short term, stocks are weighing machines, and are voting machines, and long term, they're weighing machines. And what I mean by that is at some point, stock prices have to reflect the fundamentals of the business. They have to reflect reality. That hasn't happened for quite some time with GameStop, but eventually it will.
The Eddie Lampert of retail.
Yeah.
Anthony, just keep an eye out today. Just stay safe, as they say. We appreciate you joining us and being as candid as you have been, and we look forward to talking to you again.
Sounds good. Anytime.
You bet.